Wenyenchi, how are you doing? I hope you are fine. How have you been? Now, just this evening, William Ruto has issued a gazette notice saying that Canon Dr. Ida Odinga is appointed to represent Kenya at UNEP. Kenyan politics has one rule that never changes: never argue with anger, out-organize it. So when William Ruto nominates Dr. Ida Betty Odinga to represent Kenya at UNEP, this is not a reaction to noise in Kibra, or lyrics, or microphones. It is the sound of a rubber stamp landing on a file. And once that stamp lands, the conversation changes. This isn't about winning. It's about timing. Let's be honest. Willie Odinga didn't invent dissent in ODM. She didn't create cracks. She didn't summon rebellion. She merely exposed a fault line that already existed. And states don't wait for fault line to widen. They pour concrete early. Madam Ida's appointment lands at a moment when ODM is arguing with itself. Broad-based government is wobbling internally. The Odinga name is floating without a singular command center. That is when power moves, not when crowds are chanting, but when narratives are still fluid. Mama Ida carries no elective ambition. That is the reason why she's been selected, because she also has no personal vendetta, no history of impulsive politics, which makes her the perfect stabilizer. By bringing her into the government, the state borrows moral weight without inheriting protest baggage. Ruto gains proximity to legacy without kneeling to it. ODM loses the comfort of claiming moral isolation. It's not co-option, it's symbolic insurance. And notice this, Mama Ida has never slammed the door. This is important. She never stood on a podium and rejected Ruto. She never issued angry statements. She never disowned dialogue. Her politics has always been adjacent, not confrontational. That move that has made this move possible. Kenya doesn't reward loudness, it rewards availability. This is about the state. This is how the state cools political heat. Not with police, not with insults, not with rebuttals, but by changing who sits where, who attends which meeting, who becomes inside instead of nearby. Once someone is inside, they stop being an unpredictable variable. Historical deja vu. Kenya has seen this movie from Moi neutralizing opposition elders with commissions, Kibaki absorbing critics into advisory roles, Uhuru quieting political storms with technocratic appointments. This country has always preferred absorption over confrontation, because absorption doesn't create martyrs, it creates stakeholders. To a young Kenyan, this looks like, how can dissent exist when the family is inside government? To the state, it looks like one less unpredictable center of gravity. And that is how governments think. The uncomfortable truth is that this government doesn't end ODM's internal war. It doesn't silence Winnie. It doesn't rewrite Raila's legacy. What it does is short-circuit escalation. It says, whatever direction this debate takes, one pillar is already secured. That's not politics of passion, that's politics of control. Kenya is not ruled by the loudest voice in the room. It is ruled by who controls the exits, the titles, and the waiting rooms. Mama Ida's appointment is not about agreement, it's about containment with courtesy. And in Kenyan politics, that is often the most decisive move. That's all I had for you today. Until next time. Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this.